So I think a lot of us think about uh, our passion or the activity that will uh, our dream job. There you go, our dream job, our dream occupation. I think a lot of this is perpetuated, at least in the states, by by colleges, not consciously, but whenever you go into college, you have to specify what a major you want to get into, and that forces you to think about, okay, what do I actually want to be studying? What do I want to be thinking about? And I think it contributes to this mindset that there is this one topic, one activity, one job, one on something that is made for us and is what we should be doing. I want to think about it in more broader terms. I want to think about it more as something that is continuously changing, but also depending on your circumstances, also depending on uh, well, if you're able to even take care of yourself. So let's go through some of these. So the first one I want to go through is your circumstances, your surroundings. I always go back to the Holocaust, but let's say any tragedy, any massacre, any, let's say, within World War I, World War II, the Holocaust, any of these important tragedies, life is gonna, if you're in one of these large events, large tragedies, life is gonna ask from you something different than if you are working 9 to 5, or if you don't have to work 9 to 5 and let's just say you're retired. Life is going to ask from you different things throughout your life. And I think it's almost your obligation to answer answer the call of life. So let's say if you're in World War I, where you are specifically in World War I, are you in Germany, in France? Is life calling you to provide a resistance to the occupation? Is life calling you to take care of refugees, or any of these? In that sense, in that circumstance, I don't think life is necessarily asking you to find your calling or your passion in life, or to find your major. It's asking you in that instance to do what you can in the moment. And what you can in that moment is provide your services for those who are in need. And that's a different answer than someone who is in a more peaceful society, is in a society where it's more our 9 to 5, there's families around, and life might be calling you to say, okay, we'll go into my third point. Life might be calling you just to return back to a lifestyle that is advantageous for your body and mental and emotional health. And that's not talking about going to spas or going to eat your favorite ice cream or anything like that. It's more of, are you partaking more in nature? Are you getting out of the house? Are you walking around? Are you exercising? Are you moving your body, Abe? Yeah, are you moving your body? Because as that is what your body's meant to do, is to move, is to go from one place to another, to exert itself, so that your muscles you don't lose your muscles because as they have no job to handle. Another important one is socialization. Are you even talking to people? And not just through the phone like this, but interacting with people every day. And that I found is what life is calling for me to do during my time here in Australia, during my month of dog sitting. It's calling me to go out into nature, calling me to exercise, calling me to socialize, to interwove this into my life. And that's a very different answer than what I do, like I said, in World War One and World War Two. So in one of these other are highly volatile circumstances. So, sorry about that. So, I think of what I'm trying to get at is that at the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves, okay, what is life asking for me right now in this moment? Not just, oh, I have this passion, I'm going to just pursue it to no end. Oh, I have this is what's it called? Major, or that I solidify this is the major I'm going for. I'm just going for this major. What is life asking from you right now? And that's even what is your body asking you to do? What is your mind asking you to do? Is listening to these different factors, and then you as a conscious being making the final decision of, okay, well, I think this is what life is asking from me. I think this is what life, the world, of my body, my mind, and what me as a conscious being who can moralize and rationalize is calling for me to do. And that's much different, I think, than finding the one passion or one on a major or the one thing in life that will give you fulfillment. It's a continuous process. It's almost every day. Hey, it's finding those patterns, seeing what's happening, and seeing what's happening in certain situations. And it's that continuous, okay, what is life asking for me right now? What is life asking for me in these situations, in this situation? For example, one last example, for example, my time in Australia, I wasn't doing much. I was stuck in the house all day and able to drive, but not needed to go anywhere. So life was kind of calling me to establish myself a little bit more and make sure to take care of myself emotionally, physically, and mentally. This much different than my time in Argentina, where my life was asking me to slow down as well, but it was just chaotic. It was to the next thing, to the next thing, to the next thing, to the point that I was having emotional breakdowns, pretty much. And those emotional breakdowns was life telling me, hey, you need to slow down. You need to take it easy a little bit. You need to figure out what is going on with yourself and why you're acting this way. And as you go through life, you have more experiences, and hopefully you're observing yourself up enough that you start finding the patterns in these experiences, and then you can start answering the call of life even better. So that's all I wanted to talk about. It's my last day before my uncle comes back. so I might not be doing as many videos as those, but that's okay. Hey, I'll try to keep doing these. I thinking through these issues, not issues, but philosophical wanderings. So, anyways, I'll see you soon. Bye.